All right, everybody. So this should now be my live stream event. I'm hoping everybody gets this. Let me know if for some reason this does not come through. I don't know exactly how you'd let me know. I guess you could email me or whatever, but this should be receiving now. So welcome to my live stream event for 7 July 2013. My name is Xexor Weglin. I'm your host, of course. Okay, so today I thought I would talk about a few different things. If I can figure it out, I'm planning on demoing a couple of games, but I don't know. I installed a new program, Amarek TV. It doesn't look like it's really like my input levels and things that it's showing. It's not showing a proper. Can I manually adjust these? Oh, there we go. Maybe I could manually adjust these. Whoa, whoops, that's not what I wanted. Like that. Oops, is that not? And we'll do this at 30 frames per second. And we'll say RGB, 32-bit. Excuse me. And apply. Well, I don't know. I'll play around with that more. I installed that with the whole point of thinking maybe I could toggle and I could show this and then a live stream of a game and then back, and I haven't figured that all out. I apologize. I've been pretty busy, so I keep running into snags in the course of trying to figure things out. So I have been working on a few things, though. There have been some things that have been kind of coming down the pipe. So one of the first things I want to let you know is that with the new YouTube channel setup, right, they have artwork, little strip or whatever, instead of the full screen graphic background, and then they also have like an intro video. So I'm working on the intro video. That's taking a lot of time. And then I'm not doing it here. I'm doing it like on my lunch while I'm at my normal 9-to-5 job and stuff like that. So it shouldn't interfere too much with that, but it takes a while. And so doing that when I only have like an hour for lunch or whatever can cause some problems. Let me kill this in case it's interfering. Okay, well, whatever. Filters. Yeah, I don't know. Just kill it. Kill it. I'm just killing the other program. Okay. Anyway, so let's see. So I have some. Oh, I put it behind. So, and the whole fact that I do like a lot of different games, right, and it's kind of just a bunch of oddball games as well as like mainstream games and so on. So I thought I would show you. So we've got this. The idea is that this will be the eventual kind of feel, right? So you've got Juliet from Lollipop Chainsaw. Whoops. And you've got, of course, the Nameless Hero from Gothic. And you've got Isaac Clarke from Dead Space. And you've got Styx from Of Orcs and Men. And you have Martin Walker from Spec Ops The Line, for examples. And so compare to that now with my little pathetic effort at drawing. So you've got here, I don't even know if you can see. Can you even see this? And it's delayed too, so it's going to be a bit till you actually see what I might be trying to show you. Hang on. No. Anybody? Yes? No? Brr, you probably can't see it. Never mind. Anyway, I'm drawing it. Slowly but surely. Freehanding it, so it takes me a while. Anyway, so hopefully eventually, though, that kind of montage picture that you've seen, hopefully that's eventually what that'll look like. So that'll be fun. Nice little thing, little side projects. And I do that on breaks at work and stuff also. I usually do that on when I have a break at work. So like in America, the way it works, in case you're not familiar, is if you work an 8-hour shift, you get one lunch, which is about an hour, and then you get 2 breaks, each are about 15 minutes. 15 minutes to me isn't really, it doesn't, I could start on some kind of video editing or whatever and only get a little ways and then be like, have to stop. And then my brain's like, no, I need to finish. And it gets all like frustrating for me. So I wouldn't work on the video except in like that hour period. So on the 15-minute periods is when I work on the drawing some. Or if my computer is totally processing something, like compressing a video or something, and I, really can't use it to record without like tons of lag and stuff, then I might work on it then or whatever. So anyway, I'm doing that kind of in between. I do other editing and stuff in between as well, though. So anyway, just as I got free moment, I'll do that. So that'll be coming. So you'll, hopefully the next month or two, I don't know, you'll see a montage video, and you'll see like the artwork and so on up on my channel as well. But so going along with all this, though, even more exciting is, as you know, I am nearing 500 subscribers. I still don't know for sure what to do for a 500 subscriber special. I'm really not sure. Artur was like, "Oh, do like 10 hours of Gothic." Okay, nah. Yeah, I mean, duh. Clearly I could just play a game or something as well. But I think I'll have to think that over, because I think 500 is a pretty big milestone for me, being a smaller channel and so on. So that's pretty exciting. So I'll try to figure out what exactly seems to be fitting to me. If you guys have suggestions, though, please let me know, obviously, because that would be helpful. Sometimes I can't think of everything, that makes sense. So it'd be great if you guys help me out if that's the case. So yeah. So anyway, so that'll be exciting. I'll figure something out to do with that. I hope. And along the same lines, for channel news, I also, excuse me, I also have been approached by a fairly big YouTube network to join their network. So I'm reading through the contract now. So you may, if everything in the contract is, agreeable to me, you may see me join a big network pretty soon. You could throw some names out, some guesses or whatever. My guess is you're probably not going to guess who they are. They're big, but you, at least in the first couple of guesses, you probably wouldn't guess them. If you kept at it, you might. But don't forget, by the way, there is to the side, there's a chat box. So if you want to say anything or whatever as this is going, just type something in there, and then we can discuss further. Anyway, so that's exciting. I'm hoping that'll be in place pretty soon. The nice thing with being part of a bigger channel is they have a legal team. I don't have my own legal team. My legal team consists of one friend who does pro bono, as long as it's not too much work. Because as soon as it becomes too much work, then he has to start charging me, and it's like $200 an hour, which is a lot more than I could afford. So he's awesome for helping me out, by the way, though. Anyway, so if I do join this network, there will be a legal team there that will take care of potential issues. So I'll just in the future be able to just claim videos for the most part, as long as they don't have copyrighted music or what have you. So, and I need to find out some questions about that too, because I actually email companies about permission asking, can I show your game? Is that all right with you guys? If I show me, my playing through your game, are you guys cool with that or whatever? And they usually say, yes or no or whatever. But in the case where they use like copyrighted music, then I email the people who hold the copyrights to the music as well and ask them if they're cool if that music appears in their video. And usually I find out one way or the other, and then things result from there. So that'll be kind of a question I have for them and so on. But anyway, it'll be exciting to be part of a network finally. That'll be pretty sweet. So I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so I was told, I was asked, I should say, to talk about my gaming system setup, my video recording, and all of that. So I'm more than happy to do that. I've been meaning to make a video about this at some point anyway. So I guess the explanation of this will serve as maybe a preliminary, and then I will try to, with a better quality video camera and so on, I will try to make a more robust, official, this is my gaming setup kind of video, so you guys know. So first of all, I will. I think I'm gonna type in the sign in here. Wow, this is asking me to sign in for reals. Okay, hang on. I thought I was already signed in. I mean, I'm live streaming. So what the? No, I don't know my own username and password. Hang on. Is that it? That's not it either. Crap. What's my username and password? I don't know. It's different than it is on YouTube, on Twitch, so I gotta figure out what that is. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'm signed in now. Jeez. I was like, why is it not? Waiting for an ad. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hold the phone. The ad needs to go away so I can see anything. Gosh. Okay, so now my chat is not showing up on the right. I don't know what's going on. Why is everything so slow now, too? For reals, for serious, guys, what's going on? Alright, well, I don't know. I can't chat right now. I'm waiting for it to load the pane. Anyway, so sorry. So my video setup, of course, I have my camcorder here. Now it's just a Logitech. In fact, I don't know what model it is. Let me see if I can find out my control panel. I was gonna go get the box, but I don't even know if I have the box anymore. Here and here and Vice Manager. Okay, so it is, if it opens up ever. I apparently have a lot of lag in the background, so I apologize. That's slowing things down as well. Okay, so I have... Okay, yeah, so the model, so it's a Logitech HD webcam C270. C270 is the model number. So that's what I use for my webcam. It's pretty basic webcam, nothing overly amazing, I don't think. Oh, and I also get asked system specs from time to time. So I have 12 gigs of RAM. I use DDR3. I have an AMD Phenom 2 quad-core 965 processor. It's 3.4 gigahertz. 64-bit Windows 7. So I have a bunch of hard drives. I have externally I have a 1 terabyte and a 4 terabyte. Internally I have a 256 gig and 1 terabyte. And then I have a laptop as well, and I often will hook up my webcam to my laptop. So let me explain how I do it with gaming then. So when I game, basically what I do is I have a couple of programs I use. First of all, I use something called Xexor. Now currently I'm running version 2. There's an updated version I need to update actually. Anyway, Xexor has a good setup where you can record 2 audio channels. So it lets me, at the same time as game sound is being recorded, it also records my mic here, which also, I don't know if you could tell, I'm a fan of Logitech. Let's see if I can lift this up at all. Maybe. So this is a Logitech, as you can see, a Logitech microphone. So, anyway, so I do a lot of, not everything's Logitech or anything. I'm not like in love with them, but I definitely like them. They're good, high quality for the expense. Like a professional microphone can run you seriously like hundreds of dollars or hundreds of euros even, if you get a really nice one. Whereas this Logitech was, I believe, was only like $35. So like what, like 22 euros, something like that maybe. I don't know the conversion offhand. It's roughly 2 to 1, I think. But anyway, so yeah, so it's a pretty cheap microphone. Anyway, so I can put one channel through the computer, like through the sound card on the computer, and then another channel through the microphone. And so those 2 channels are recorded separately. And then if I'm doing something like Amnesia, for example, where I'm using headphones, my speaker setup, so the speakers I have are creative speakers, so the people that make Sound Blaster cards. They're really nice speakers. Unfortunately, they don't have a jack for putting headphones, so I have to put the headphones directly into my sound card. What that means then is the volume is jacked way up. So I turn the volume in games way down when I have my headphones directly connected to the back of my computer. So like, for example, with Amnesia. And so because that's jacked way up, of course, it'll hurt my ears if I have the headphones on. So I turn the volume in the game way down. So when it records, it actually records it really, really low. So I have the 2 channels in Xexor. So I have the really low mic volume, or the normal mic volume, and then the really low game volume. And so then I can take the 2, and using Audacity, I can basically take the 2 channels, import them both, and then normalize them so the volume level is roughly the same for both the mic and the game, and then blend those together, mux them, and then put those back as the video, if that makes sense at all. So I use Xexor to record, then I get 2 audio channels. If I need to adjust the audio, I can import both of those into Audacity as 2 different audio streams. I can select both audio streams. There's under the effects menu in Audacity, there's a normalize function. I just choose that, keep the defaults, and say OK. And then everything is basically roughly a matching volume level between the 2. And I can manually change those too if I need to afterward. But I normalize those, and then I save them as a single audio stream. And I put that audio stream back in the video and then record those together. So it's kind of a little bit of a process. It's not terribly complicated once you've done it a couple times, but starting out, it's a little bit. Anyway, I do that, and that gives me generally much better audio, I think, than I might otherwise have. So, wow, that was a long time talking about that. I didn't mean to take. Anyway, so Xexor I use for recording video from my PC, and then I have my mic that records at the same time as that. And then I use my camcorder if I'm going to do a picture-in-picture where you see my face in the corner. I record that separately, and if I'm recording on my PC, because of the lag potential, right, of the recording going on, I generally will have my camcorder hooked up to my laptop. And then I start recording with my laptop, and then with the camera, and then with the Xexor or whatever. And then, like in movies, you know how they in movies they have the clip and they say ready, action, and they snap it. They call that basically a time snap or a time clip. The whole point of that is when you hear the sound, then you match the actual volume, the actual noise with where the video is, and then you could time it so everything's lined up. So I do a similar thing when I'm doing a separate video with my webcam. So I basically will go like 1, 2, 3, go, or like in something like in a game, if there's like a continue menu or something, I'll click and say continue at the same time as I click continue kind of thing. So I can match those up, and then I just line volume up, volumes, different audio streams together, match the sound up, and then I record those together. So that's kind of the process on that. Again, you know, starting out might be a little bit much, but I mean, I would say if you experiment with it just 2 or 3 times, you pretty much get the hang of it, and then it's not too bad. So anyway, so that's kind of how that works. So, and then if I'm recording from a console, rather than Xexor, I use an HD PVR box. When I do the full video on talking about what I use to record and stuff, I'll show you with my video camera. I'll show you what the box looks like and so on. But anyway, it's called HD PVR. And I use an Opage, Hauppage, I believe is how you spell it. And I have that box. That came with software that will recognize the feed and everything. Anyway, you have a set of cables you take from your box, and those go back to your Xbox controller. So you hook in one side of your Xbox, and the other side you hook into, instead of hooking directly from your Xbox to your television, you do that also. So you have one set of cables from your Xbox to your television. You have your second set of cables goes from your Xbox to your HD PVR box. And then from the back of the HD PVR, you have a USB goes from there to the back of your PC. And so what happens is as you're recording, of course you have one set to your monitor so you can still see what's happening. But then you have another set, the Xbox will feed the other line down to the HD PVR box. That has a little computer inside it, a really small brain, and when that then receives it, after a little bit, it'll transfer the video signal it's interpreted from there over to your PC using the USB cable, and then your the software that it came installed, or that came with the box, I should say, you've installed that on your PC, and you go to the capture, and then when you do the capture, when you start capturing, I should say, then it will recognize the feed, and then the USB will feed it over and create a file for you. So it's a bit involved in the process, but it's not too bad, and it's pretty easy to do. So anyway, so that's kind of how that works, and that's how I record Xbox or PS3 footage. I'm going to be recording PS3 soon, hopefully. So the plan is to start doing. Oh, my chat thing finally came up. Hello, everyone. Yeah, so the plan is that I will do The Last of Us. That'll be nice. That's late coming, I know. I don't really care about getting a huge number of followers from that specifically. I just think it looks like a great game to play, so I'm going to be doing that. Yeah, so anyway, so that'll be coming. So anyway, so that's what I used to record from a console. I still haven't figured out how. There is a game coming soon. I'm not going to say what it is. Well, no, I've already talked about it, so I'm not going to make it, ooh, it's a surprise. There's a game coming soon, like in 2, maybe 3 months, called Republique, or it's spelled like République, like the French. And it's a stealth action game. Anyway, that's going to be on an iPad. It's designed first for an iPad, and then it will be coming out for other games, or for other systems as well, like PC and iOS and whatever. So, or I should say OS X 10.9 or whatever they're on now. Anyway, so since it's coming out for the iPad first, I'm going to see if I can get my hands on an iPad, and then if I can, I'll get it for the iPad, and I'll get a recording of that. I'll try to figure that out, and then I'll have a recording. I'll do a Let's Play of that. That'll be pretty cool, I think. Anyway, so yeah, that's kind of my gaming setup, I guess. Nothing else special, I don't think. Oh, and my laptop is an Acer. I don't remember the model, but it cost like $500 when I got it, which is pretty cheap for a laptop, at least in America. So so whatever that is, 300 euros or something like that, I guess. Yep. So anyway, all right. So I don't know what I'm going to be able to record, if anything. I don't even think I can. But let me. There is a game I tried out just yesterday, actually. I don't know if I can find it here or not, though. Let's see. Nope. All right, I find it over here. Run. I don't know if I can get this to record at all, though, is the problem, right? Gorogoa is what it's called. It's just a demo right now. Can I... it doesn't look like it's going to let me switch on the fly the input. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to switch on the fly or anything, so that's fine. I don't worry about it. Anyway, it's a puzzle game. If you've not seen it, I will do a demo of it. I'll figure out somebody recording it, and I'll throw a demo up later today. Shouldn't be too bad. Basically, it's a puzzle game though, where you are in like one. You're like in one. You have like basically your window has 4 panes, and each pane has a different scene. And you could zoom in on different parts, different scenes, and you can, in some cases, you can drag one of the scenes around, and actually a lot of times dragging a scene over will create a new scene. So in other words, you start with one scene, and then I can zoom in a couple of times, and then maybe drag that box over to the well, for you, right, it's going to be to the right. So I drag that box over, and then that will almost have it'll become almost like a frame for a new scene. It's hard to explain anyway, but it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool idea for a puzzle game. It's pretty interesting. I don't know how extremely exciting it would be for like doing a Let's Play, but I'm going to do a gameplay demo, at least give you a little bit of example. If you're familiar with the game, you've probably already seen a demo at least somewhat, but I'm going to show you a lot more of a demo. So anyway, hopefully that'll be pretty good. I am going to try to kill some of these other. It's looking like I'm getting a bit of lag, so I'm going to try to kill some of these other processes. So hopefully it won't be too terrible. Let me kill this. Let me yeah, kill that, I think. No. Okay. And I'll kill this. So hopefully this will improve performance a little bit. There's a bit of lag just with being live anyway, I think. Avermedia gaming capture cards. I have not actually used those, but I do know somebody who did use that, and they seem to be pretty successful. So I would say probably let me do this. I'm going to Google this in a new browser tab. Game Capture HD. Alright. Or no, maybe I should do card. Capture card. Alright. I'm gonna keep that up so I can look at that, and then I can give you a legit answer a little bit later. I am not actually sure at the moment. Like I was saying, I haven't actually used them myself. So I can't say, oh, I think this is excellent or whatever, just because I lack the experience to be able to say for sure. But I definitely think, yeah, I mean, I definitely think that is something I need to check out. So that'll be exciting, I think, potentially as a future capture device. If you guys have come across something that's like really quite amazing, absolutely, absolutely, I would recommend it. Then I try a few different things and then see kind of how they turn out. right? I do a lot of experimentation. So, yes, get rid of that. I'm trying to close some tabs while I'm talking to you, sorry, so I can make some additional, let's do this, additional memory and memory free, so I'm not using as much. Kill that for now, kill that for now, kill that. Okay, hopefully that's cleared up some memory. I don't know, I still can't tell. This is going to be all laggy, so it's probably just the webcam itself. But who knows? Anyway. So AverMedia Gaming capture cards, yeah, I will have to look those up and see. I'm not sure offhand. Okay, so, because I still haven't figured... I keep planning on doing this, I fail all the time, apparently. Since I'm planning on eventually getting so I can do some live streaming while do some gaming while live stream is going, that'll be good for the future. But for now, I'm just going to do a couple of game demos after this live stream is over, I think. So, anyway, but yeah, so there's Gorogoa that I'm going to be demoing. I have not yet found an alpha or beta for a couple of games that I want to demo that I'm excited for, and I've already gotten permission by the publishers to do those, to monetize those and whatever. So to put them up, but also monetize them. So that's good. Anyway, so there are a couple of games. One of them I've talked about before is Routine, or actually I've talked about both these before, but Routine is still a ways off in development, so I'm not gonna, unless there's some kind of an alpha, I'm not going to really be demoing that for a while. Yeah, one of the awesome things I love about the Routine game, at least in concept, is, so it's horror, like Amnesia kind of, or whatever. It's horror exploration, set in an abandoned moon base. The idea is you're supposed to find enough data to figure out what exactly has happened to everybody, what's caused the strange disappearance of everybody that was there. So basically it's a pretty open world experience, so you can explore aspects of supposedly just about everything that's there, but within the confines of the moon base. But it's going to be pretty big, so that's fine. You're going to be immersed in what they call full body awareness. So there's dead zone aiming. There's no HUD, no health bars, no points. You have to run, hide, and survive as best you can with what lurks in the base, and that's all open, so you can't tell. It's in a lot of ways it's like Amnesia, right, where you really don't have a HUD. You've got pretty much everything open. And there are no health packs or multiple lives. There's a permadeath system. So you're done. And you basically have to start the game over. Which in a lot of ways makes it exciting, keeps you on edge. In a lot of ways can kind of, because you might have to play through again to the point where you were. So depending, doing a let's play of that might be pretty rough. I don't know if I can get through the game if I die, several times. It's going to be kind of tough. So we'll see how that goes. But anyway, that's one that I'm looking forward to. That one's going to be kind of exciting. If you've not seen a video for it, I will link to their website in the description, and they have a trailer right on the homepage of their website. And then we talked about this before, but Apotheon, of course, that Greek side-scroller platformer, that looks pretty cool to me. That looks like it'll be pretty fun. And I talked about Republique, of course, Republique. So yeah, there are several things coming out that to me look quite exciting. So we'll see how well you know, those, you know, how well I'm able to manage my time and get things completed so that we could start that. But yeah, I'm thinking it's going to be pretty awesome. So, and boy, gosh, I don't know what else to oh, right. Yeah. Duh, I'm stupid. Okay, this is the beginning of 2014, so it's not out yet. It's not going to be out for a while. But Frontiers looks like an awesome game too. If you've not seen that, I'll link to it in the description. Basically, it looks like an open world survival game where you have the ability to do like a lot. It's like very open world, but something like Elder Scrolls, you have a fair degree of openness. Yes, I mean there are a lot of side quests you can do. You can go into a crypt or whatever, but there's still kind of this. Generally, you want to go in this direction, kind of like Daggerfall or whatever. This is kind of the quest you want to do, the quest line, and that's all fine and good and stuff. But in all honesty, it kind of takes away some of your freedom of exploration to a degree, right? I mean, you can still go do things, but ultimately, to finish the game or whatever, to play the game, you kind of need to be. You know, this is the line I need to follow. And Frontiers looks like it doesn't do that. Frontiers looks like it basically is just full open world interaction. You have just different mystical areas. You can discover mysteries. You can establish relationships. You can fight creatures. You can start battles with people. All kinds of stuff. So I don't know like how much different it's going to be, but it's definitely something that's that I would say it's a game to watch out for. And that'll be beginning 2014. So that's one that would be awesome to do as well. So we'll see. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out, right? There's Among the Sleep is coming out in December. The Frontiers in January or February, somewhere in there, I think. There's Witcher 3 in March. There's Dark Souls 2 is roughly the same time, March, maybe April, somewhere in there. Not to mention other stuff between now and the end of the year. So there's a lot of stuff to play out there, and there's no time to play it. There's no time. There's no, you know, I'd point to my wrist like a stopwatch, except that's really antiquated. Nobody uses a stopwatch anymore. But there's no time to play it. Anyway, so yeah, a lot of exciting games potentially coming out. So I'll keep you apprised. So I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions for me right now? If so, don't forget to type in the chat bar on the side. Yeah. So a lot of stuff coming out. I think for my channel, I finally have finished the next part to Amnesia. That was. So you remember how I talked about how there were all these video problems I was having? That was one of the ones that was giving me the worst video troubles, honestly. So I finally have the next part done. It's just compressing now. So once that's done, then I will I'll upload that. So that'll be uploaded here probably in the next hour or so. It'll start uploading, and so in the next few hours that should be ready. Oh, I did forget. Yeah, I did forget in talking about my gaming setup to tell you about my editing software. So I use a few different things. One of the big ones I use, especially for when I was having video troubles, it kind of gets me around the problems and gets stuff done anyway, is PowerDirector 10. There's a newer version out, 12 I think. The version I have is 10 because I bought it a little while ago. I probably need to update that. Anyway, so PowerDirector 10. That costs a little bit of money. That was, I think, like $65 or $70. Xexor, by the way, was something like $65 when I bought it. So just so you know, that's some money as well. you can also use Fraps. Fraps is free. I just use DxTory over Fraps because it doesn't have the frame hit. But I mean, if you need to record something and you can't spend money, Fraps works pretty well. I use Fraps actually for Don't Starve because DxTory doesn't recognize it as a video source. And then when I edit, so I use the PowerDirector 10. I use Virtual Dub for some effects or things, and then I also have AVI Demux. And I use AVI Synth or AVS Proxy GUI in conjunction with that. So if you guys want to know more about that, send me an email or whatever, and I'll give you information and download links and whatever. Anyway, I use those 3 pieces of editing software. Oh, I also have ArcSoft, which is what comes with my HD PVR, and so I use that for recording and so on. Anyway, and so I use those, and I create the videos, and then I upload them. So. For doing thumbnails, I generally just use GIMP because it's completely free and does enough other things like what Paint Shop does and so on that basically it manages pretty much everything. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers that. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It's been a lot of my prattling and not really much being said, I don't think. I apologize, I don't have more to talk about. I didn't even get in until like really late last night, and I'm really tired and so on. So I just kind of am talking about random crap. So I apologize, that's not more for you than it would be. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream at least a little bit. Like I said, some coming gaming demos. So I'm going to be doing another part, I believe, of Don't Starve this weekend. Later today. I'll show you that Gorogoa, and I will see if I can get some other demos up sometime over the course of this next week. Next weekend I'll be gone for part of the weekend. I don't know how long. I will be back for some of it, but I will be gone for a good part of it. So you'll see a little bit of a dip in video output for a day and a half, something like that. So I apologize. I go out of town a lot, visiting family, visiting friends on business, going to conventions, and so on. So I don't know if you could see this really, but this gaming convention here, Conduit, it's a smaller convention. It takes place in Salt Lake City, Utah. So that's not where I live, by the way, but Salt Lake City, Utah is where this convention is. It's at the Radisson, which is on, I want to say 2nd North in that city. Anyway, and so I was at that. I'm going to be going. There's another one. I go to some smaller conventions. There's another one coming up also in Salt Lake City. That's another Comic-Con. No, is it a Comic-Con? Yeah, I think it's a Salt Lake City Comic-Con. So I'll be going to that. Anyway, I'm going to start trying to do more conventions and doing interviews, and so those are some things to be looking for coming in the future on my channel as well. So we'll see. As a lot I try to manage, and a lot I'm not able to manage, and so on. So, one thing. If any of you guys know somebody who does a lot of video editing, that would be awesome. If somebody is willing to just do editing, that would make some of my things go faster. My video recordings and uploadings would go faster if somebody else edits. So if you guys know somebody who does editing, I might pass on a couple of jobs. I cannot pay anybody starting out because I don't earn any money on my channel right now. Haven't seen a check yet, I should say. But as soon as I start seeing some money or whatever, I'm more than happy to pay a little bit. Or, maybe a quid pro quo kind of a thing. Maybe they edit for me and I do something for them. We'll just see anyway. But I am kind of not actively, but somewhat seeking somebody who might be willing to do some video editing for me. So if you guys know of anybody who would be willing, that would be awesome. Maybe I could compress something down so it's manageable. I could send as an email attachment or something. and then I can send files away and have them come back edited or something. There would obviously be contracts involved, both for in the event I am able to pay you or pay this person, whoever edits, but also so that I can, you know, make sure if the video is not, because I'll keep a copy of the original video, so if the video doesn't match closely enough to the original video, like it, you know, just kind of protect myself so nobody gets away with my stuff and trying to pretend it's theirs and whatever. So there will be a contract for that kind of a thing, I'm sure. Anyway, but that's something just kind of float out there in the wind. So if anybody knows of anybody and is interested or whatever, let me know, and that'd be good. I don't really think I have much more to say. So look for a 500 subscriber special coming out. Look for my being part of a network not too far in the future. And look for interviews and things to be happening soon as well. So anyway, I will leave you guys with... well, let's see. Hang on. If I can get a copy. Hang on. I'm gonna leave you guys with some music that I've recently been working on. The music is something I'm writing that will hopefully go along with my montage video, my like 1 minute or 90-second or whatever video that'll be at the front of my on the homepage of my channel. The problem is my laptop is currently processing a video as well. It's converting, so it's gonna be a little slow. Hang on. Let's just do this. Maybe I don't do it there. Let me see if it's over here. I'm pretty sure it's over here though. Hang on. It's on the desktop, I think. Yeah. Okay. So I'm converting this, I think. Let's see. Export audio. Just do it in my Dropbox folder. What? Oh. Okay, that's processing. I don't know if that'll get there anytime soon, anytime close to before this is over. But we'll see. Looks like it's... Yeah, it's processing. Anyway, yeah, so I've been writing some music as well. So I'm multi-talented. I play games, and I write music, and I draw, and I video edit, and it's amazing. Did that already convert it? No, it's, yeah, okay, it's processing now. Okay, I couldn't tell. So here, I'll turn the volume up so you can hear this. I don't know how loud I should go though. So let me do this. Oh, it's not ready. Hang on. That not work? Oh, fail. It didn't convert it into a process that's usable, apparently. How about, what if I do that? Yep. And then I rename it to WMV again. Nah, that's a fail. I don't know why I didn't like it. But it doesn't like it. Well, let's do this. Well, I don't know. I'll have it for you guys at some point. That's a fail. Anyway, okay. So I think that's pretty much my my live stream. Thanks for joining me. This is Xexor Weglin signing out. Like I said, I'll have those demos and things up later today. So, see ya.